Please welcome to the screen Gaurav Madan.
Hello. So I'm so happy that I'm telling a story virtually in Canada, and it's not well past midnight. This is one of those few occasions. But on this particular occasion, I kind of wish it was, and you will know why. I'm in the middle of this dirt road, close to midnight in the spring of North India. The road is dark, darker than anything you have ever seen. It is silent, and the silence is so loud that the sound of my own footsteps is piercing through my ears. Just 2 minutes ago, I fought with a pack of 3 hyenas, so I'm breathing heavy and scared. And to run away from them, I turned off my flashlight. I walked past many abandoned houses on either side of this road on the way to this hill on the edge of Thar Desert. There is a temple atop that hill and a fort on its base. It is said the fort and the city around it was built many centuries ago by a king for his middle son. The priest of the temple, Sage Balu, who was also the guru of the kingdom, allowed the construction only on one condition. The day your castle casts a shadow on my temple, the city shall be in ruins, he said. And that's exactly what happened. Now today, the fort and the city are in ruins under the curse. Sage Balu is said to be buried in his grave inside the temple to this day on the top of the hill, keeping an eye on every movement, still guarding his fortress. People, don't talk about this place. Such is the fear of the unknown. And those who dare have some of the craziest narrations to recite. It's cursed. It's haunted. It's one of the most storied ruin of the world, the Bhangad Fort. Entrance to the fort is forbidden by law after sunset or before sunrise. It is said whoever has dared to enter after the sunset or before sunrise has never returned, dead or alive. The warnings are there at the gate. As I reach the end of this road, I stand in the front of the door of the city made of steel bars, thinking, should I go back or take a brave step to go through the door? I turn my flashlight on. Seeing that, suddenly someone rushes from behind the bars. He's the man guarding the doors of the historic ruins. I offer him a bribe, a bottle of cheap wine. And to my luck, he accepts and lets me in. As I sit on the porch of their little house at the gate, I think of the time when I was laughing at all the stories of people who went missing from here, calling them fake in a wave of hand. But sitting inside that very city, I'm scared. The legend says the residents of Bhangad still live there, and the dead city comes alive in the night. The locals also claim to hear loud music from the city every other night. As others, the two guards, taste my wine, I ask myself, does the city really come alive in the night? Are all those stories that I read or heard from people real? Worried, I stand up, look at the guards, turn around, and do what any intelligent person would have done in such a situation. Begin walking deeper in the ruins with the two guards. A few minutes later, I see a couple of shadows on my right under the light of my flashlight. Wait, are there people inside? I shout out to the guards from behind and quickly run right towards those shadows. The shadows are still, they are not moving as I reach closer. But soon I realize I only hear my footsteps. As I turn back, I do not see guards or their flashlights. I reach closer to the shadows and freeze in shell shock. The shadows are not people, but half walls, size of a human. They are not people, but pile of rocks. The stories are not real, I'm convinced. I quickly turn my flashlight off, and now I do not want to be seen by the guards, and I slowly continue towards the rotting mansion just before the fort. The place had a very weird, damp smell. I mean, a mix of rotting carcass, fresh cut grass, ammonia, and much more, I don't know. As I reach the mansion, I hear voices. These are whispers, and one of them is a woman. They are shouting something, I don't know what. Now breathing heavy, scared, with an austere feeling something may happen, I quickly turn my flashlight on and start running back to find the guards. And I still don't see them. I run straight to the gate of the protected Bhangarh fort. The fort is standing tall in all its might on the other side of another pair of doors made of steel bars. The dense hanging roots of trees spread all around the walkway, the huge gate, the broken walls, and oddly stacked rocks. It is nothing less than a jaw-dropping nightmare. All the stories I had read before coming here, all the stories I heard, the conversations I had since morning are flashing in my head like a movie looped in fast forward. I start seeing rabbits running around, on monkeys jumping from trees, snakes crawling, things flying past my eyes behind my head, and in a panic, I crash on the ground. After a few minutes, I don't know, maybe more, I get up and start running back, not knowing I'm running in the wrong direction, disoriented. I'm lost. After struggling what seemed like a lifetime, I give up. I crash on some rocks and prepare myself to die. I can feel blood rushing in my head as if a hand is pulling guts out of my mouth. This is the end. Slowly, a white light descends and shines in my eyes. There you are! That's the guards with their flashlights. I'm not going to die. Not tonight. Thank you.